Hello, welcome back. I am in a park today. The wind has been winding a bit, so hopefully I found where my mic is and I'm blocking it from the wind with my hand here. We're getting scrappy. I'm Crystal Tottenham from Crystal Clear Coaching. Just here on day, oh my gosh, I think it's day 16 now. Don't quote me. I'll put it in the caption later. Day 16 of flow posting, talking about tuning into yourself and how important our inner world is and how easy it is to externalize your validation, prioritize other people's thoughts, feelings, opinions, other systems, needs over our own internal validation in this very big age of distraction. So yeah, as much as I am one of the external inputs today, I hope that I'm encouraging you to take that time for yourself to tune into you, really get to know what is you and what's not you, and then reassess your goals and what you want in life and your dreams from that point, and just recognize, are they really your dreams or are they someone else's? And that might be a big change if you don't know what you even want, because you've just had this story of what you should want sold to you your whole life. So your whole life, or maybe just the past few months, maybe the past few weeks, maybe the past few hours. But yeah, it's good to notice, because it's very easy to be told what you should think and just lose connection with what's actually going on with you here inside you. And there is a point in time you want to show up and serve others and do what feels right to be of service to them. But then there's a point in time where sometimes people are taking the mickey, and you're like, hey, what about me, man? Come on. And you gotta, unfortunately, be the one to kind of step it up on the boundaries and take that time to learn with yourself what's important to you and unlearn what's not important to you, and taking that time to tune in and learn where your patterns started, the patterns that aren't serving you anymore. I mean, if a pattern's serving you, then you're probably sweet to keep it, right? But yeah, I just think there's such value in just really knowing how and what we want for ourselves, so that we can align ourselves with what we actually want and not what we're sold to want. And then we get to live our lives much more fulfilled, much more at peace. We can check in very quickly at any given moment when we're asked to do something, whether it's a yes or a no for us. And that is a powerful, powerful distinction to be able to reach quickly. So, yeah. So yesterday I was talking about how you are creative, even if you don't see yourself as quote-unquote creative in the typical ways of what we view as being creative in this day and age, or probably in many days and ages, let's be honest. But also, I just wanted to add to that the power of actually choosing to be creative as a human being in whatever way you can, whether it is, through art or music or conversation or just how you show up and organize things, whatever speaks to you in your unique form of creativity. I want you to remember that as much as there's a discussion about how powerful AI is right now, it cannot hold a candle to you and your creative being, your creativeness as a human. It's literally just built off a bunch of models of human creativity, and that's the only way that it's managing to do anything that is creative. And if we don't give it, without that input, it wouldn't even know that to be able to then compute that. It's just a computer. It's just computing things at a level, yes, that we can't with our brains, but we get to tune in and speak directly to source and use that light to create magic in the world at a level that it can only take what we've done and then push that through. It's never gonna replace human creativity. And there's a lot of tech bros and tech companies and just tech fiends that are trying to sell us this idea that it's gonna take over and basically that humans won't need humans, which obviously, well, I feel like it should seem obvious. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Like, we should be important to us, and we are the creators of this AI tool, and yet here we are. It's getting dark very quickly. Let me just see if I can amp up the light a bit without ruining my sound, if I haven't already. I did remove my hand. So, anyway. Oh, there we go. Just get some dramatic light going now. So, yeah, I want you to remember that your creative being, your spirit, your soul, is so much more profound and more powerful than AI is ever going to be, no matter how many data centers that take over small towns and take over the world and like use water and resources that we don't need to be using. It cannot replace you showing up and making time to create from a true, real place from your soul. And that's a great thing to know. And it's very easy to start fear-mongering and fall into the camp of feeling like, oh well, what's the point in trying anymore because AI is just taking over everything, and who even knows who will have a job soon, Let's try and put that down for a sec. But I think there'll be a crash at some point. And I'm not meaning this in a hating on AI and saying it's completely useless stance. I am just saying I don't want anyone to feel less than because a bunch of computer programs have started taking a bunch of our work that we make an income on, and then we're struggling to make income potentially. I think that might be a lot of the world right now. Things are costing more and more to make, and living costs more. And if you feel like you're in an industry which is potentially going to have a lot of jobs lost as AI gets bigger and bigger, just knowing you can resource yourself and that you yourself and your creativity is going to be the key to you actually keeping yourself with an income, with a way to show up. But also, like, if it's not for an income, that's fine. Like, in fact, our creativity shouldn't be about making an income, but it is a way that you can, your unique story, whether it's a creative pursuit or it's a creative way that you're sharing your story to help others, like, there is a way that you can show up and make money when the structures that we're used to, that we've grown up with, of corporate jobs or any kind of systematic structure within jobs, might be just changing, like kind of like the Industrial Revolution. Sorry, there's a bat above me, it's very cool. Yeah, and the more that you can learn to trust yourself, know yourself, what's going on for you, what's important to you, the more that you're going to be able to lean into that, create from a beautiful place of, tuning into your soul, tuning into yourself, wanting to help people. And then from there, if a whole bunch of us are doing that in the world, we're hopefully going to amplify good messages and maybe that's when AI could become good or better. I'm not saying it doesn't have its good features right now. But, yeah. Imagine if it's amplifying us being led by soul, led by heart, and that's what's being fed into the machine. Isn't that going to be a way better tool to use? But also in a way that we are still making income. We can still support ourselves and our families without having to, go homeless to just try and survive, Like these tech bros, how much money do they need to sit on a pile of like Scrooge McDuck? Like Scrooge McDuck probably was quite poor compared to them, and he had a swimming pool full of money. So kind of embarrassing to be holding on to that much money when people are struggling, and you could be creating beautiful things in the world and hiring creative people that want to help people in the world and build a better place. But no, you need to sit on your pile of money. And I don't mean this in a like rich people or evil. No, I just think they're hurt people hurting people. And now I've got a spider on my keyboard, or my mouse pad. They're people that haven't looked deep and hard in the mirror probably recently, or I feel like they'll be making different choices. Can you see them? I can't see if I can. Yeah. Oh, there you are. Oh, cutie. Yeah. So I lost him. Okay. Well, if you're scared of spiders, oh no, he's on the table. It's all good. Oh. Okay. It's very dark now. Okay. It's kind of too bright. Oh. So yeah. Find ways to resource yourself so you get to be the beautiful lit up human with the creative muscles that you actually have, that creative vision for yourself and the world, and maybe we can collaborate and make it a better world together, and we can hopefully convince some of the tech bros, the sitting on their big pile of money, to do some healing work and find it in their hearts to stop needing to sit on that pile of money. Gosh, it must be like uncomfortable. Like, come on, Smorg. Just throw back to my earlier video where I called myself Smorg the Dragon for my holding on to my insights. So, I guess part of me can relate to them, but I think there is so much we can learn from actually taking time to consider other perspectives, including these people, these Scrooge McDucks sitting on their piles of money, to see, like what's happened for them that they feel the need to hold on to that amount of money, an amount of money that, like, honestly, I don't have the breakdown memorized, but you would have to spend a ridiculous amount of money per day to ever spend that in your lifetime. And there's a point where it's kind of just embarrassing, but what's telling them in their internal world, in their inner child, their patterns, what tells them that they have to hold on to it so much despite all the suffering in the world? It just blows my mind. And often they're not doing the creative things, not from a wholesome, pure place, to make it a better world. I'm not going to say all. There's definitely some people out there that have better ways of using money and giving back, and I appreciate that. But I love how Billie Eilish recently said, in a room that was full of some billionaires, if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? Like, no hate, but share some of that. Maybe make sure people don't go hungry, and maybe give your workers proper rights and bathroom breaks and such. Anyway, I didn't mean this to get ranty. My point is, even if none of them ever change, how can you resource yourself to show up and use your creativity from a soulful, beautiful, lit up place to know that you cannot be replaced by AI? And I do think there's people at the top that are believing we could replace people with AI, but they're not seeing the truth of what's at the ground. An unfortunate common way of corporations to work is that the people at the top, they like to pat each other on the back and say they're doing great and that XYZ is happening and it's all to target or whatever, and often they make money the main target, and they don't really think about the well-being side of things. Sometimes they'll pretend to think of the well-being side, or they'll do bare minimum. But there is times also that, let's be honest, the people on the ground level doing the work for that corporation are the ones that actually know what's going on, and they keep asking for help, and often they are met with deaf ears. So yeah, speaking from experience on that one. But anyway, it is very dark now, see, so I think we'll leave it there. But god damn it, do you not believe that AI can replace you? It cannot. You are a living, breathing human being. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, and you have to see that that is worth so much more than something that humans created. Just a few of them too, and a lot of us are like, we don't need this, can we not? So, or can it just take over my boring admin tasks and not my art and my creativity, please and thank you. Anyway, much love to all. Hopefully I didn't rant too hard. I can do that, but it comes from a pure loving place. I just want everyone to feel and heal and help each other, and believe that everyone else is worthy of what they want, their dreams they want, that are coming from a wholesome place too. Now I've got an ant on me. Oh, okay. I don't know if we can do. No. Oh. Okay, this is clearly very exciting content at this point. Don't give in to AI, or don't give in to the idea that AI could replace you. Anyway, love you. Thanks for listening. Bye.